Hi, I'm James Brains with Brains Report, and today we're going to talk about the NormaTec Pulse 2.0 hip and leg recovery system. This is an expensive system. I'm actually going to show you how to put it on, and while I put it on, I'll talk to you about other things, and that way we can do multiple things at once. And this video won't be incredibly long, and you can go about the rest of your day. So this is meant to help you recover from all sorts of sports. For me, it's mostly running. I run a lot, and this is how you do it. You put the legs on. Make sure you don't have anything in your pockets because it'll squeeze the crap out of it, because it squeezes the crap out of your legs. Specifically, it squeezes the blood, and it works through zones, and it gets the circulation going. It works kind of like the blood pressure thing at your local pharmacy, and that's exactly what it reminded me of when I first used it. So the system here is pretty simple. For just the leg setup, it costs about $1,000 on Amazon. And if you do the legs and the hips, it goes up to $1,300. For me, I rarely use the hips. You should be fine with just the legs. There's also an arm system, which pro baseball players use, like Justin Verlander, who I hate ever since he left the Detroit Tigers. But we're not going to talk about sports. I think LeBron James also uses NormaTec, and I know Dwayne Wade did, Drew Brees, and I think Paul George as well. Basically, sports trainers, physical therapists, the top level athletes use it, and for some reason I do. It's pretty great. Okay, so I kind of just skipped a step, but you plug this main system. You got this hose here that goes into the pump, and it plugs into the legs. And I've probably used this on a daily basis for maybe I'd say close to a year, and it still works fine. It's taken quite a beating because I don't really take care of things. I'm kind of a mess of a person, but it works well. It comes with this plug. One end goes into the NormaTec Pulse 2.0, the other here, and then you can plug it into a wall or a chair. I'm just going to skip that because you know what? You can use it without it plugged in. It's awesome. It has up to 2 hours of battery. So I usually do 45-minute sessions on the highest intensity, and that's enough, which makes it great for portability. There's an on-off button there, which you turn on to turn on, and you turn off to turn off. Here you can adjust the, I'll do it so you can see. You can adjust the time in 5-minute increments and adjust the intensity. It goes up to 7. You can also pair it with the NormaTec app, and I found that having the app on my phone wasn't worth it to have. It didn't add enough functionality to justify having the app on my phone, so I got rid of that. So once you choose your time and intensity level, you press the start pause button, and it starts to fill up with air. You can, I don't know if you can hear it well. It's very quiet, whisper quiet. I like it because I can sit back and watch the latest episode of 1,000 Pound Sisters or Welcome to Plathville, and I can do that while massaging myself for my workout. I'm going to use a sound meter here to kind of show you how loud it gets. I'm going to shut up so it doesn't register my voice, and you can see that it's really quiet. So as you can see, it's about 50 decibels when it's right by the device. That's pretty darn quiet. But yeah, I get going and just kind of sit back and just start watching RuPaul's Drag Race or whatever. You can choose whatever you want to watch. So I recently lost 55 pounds, and this really helped me with that. How did it help? Because it allowed me to run morning after morning. It allowed me to make, by using this each night, it made so I got the blood flowing and my muscles weren't as sore the next morning, and so I could go for another run instead of having to take that extra day to recover. It's also great for warming up before a run. Maybe pop it on for like 15 minutes. And if you're doing like a road race, it's so portable that you can bring it with you. You can get a bag that carries everything in it. It doesn't automatically come with this system though, so that's something you have to buy separately. It'll probably fit into, I'm going to stop this a sec, it'll probably fit into just like a normal backpack though, because it gets pretty compact. To stop it, I just press the on-off button and I'm undoing these things. And I'm going to show you how the hip system goes on. All of the parts are also pretty lightweight. I think overall it's under 5 pounds with all the parts together. I'm going to stand up here a moment. Sorry if I get out of the frame. This is the hip attachment. It's kind of like shorts. Very easy. You just strap it on here. Make sure you, there we go. And one thing I don't like is that you can't use the hips and the legs at the same time. Only one can be hooked up to the Pulse 2.0 at a time. It's kind of a bummer. It's twice as long, you gotta do this stuff. Dudes, I recommend being careful with your business down there while wearing this, because you don't want to have your boys squeezed, and you might end up singing soprano, you know. But yeah, I got it on here. Yeah, looks right. I rarely use this, like I said. The legs are enough. I had a real runner try this out. He runs competitively in marathons and sometimes even wins. We call him Iron T, but he tried this out and he kind of became addicted. It seemed like he didn't want to let me go home with it. He kind of brings it up whenever I want to hang out with him. He's like, "Hey, yeah, let's hang out. Why don't you bring the Pulse 2.0?" And then he kind of ignores me while he does the massage thing and says he has to listen to his book on tape to really relax with using it. But a world-class runner, well, city-class runnerman was a big fan of it and found it helped him. As far as other negatives, I didn't find that there were any major negatives. You might want to be careful using it with a cat that has sharp paws. This seems incredibly durable, and I haven't had any issues with any punctures or anything, so I wouldn't say it's a concern, but I wouldn't let your cat like paw at it or anything. Before we finish, should you buy this? Is this something you should buy? I would recommend it if you have a lot of money. Or if you're a serious athlete and you just want to recover more quickly. Physical therapists and sports trainers may also benefit from having this system. And also, if you maybe were to pool money with a bunch of friends, like runnerman friends, and you could all like take turns using it after your race, or your if you're on a sports team after your big sports stuff, you could do that. But as for the average casual person, this is probably overkill. You might consider a massage gun or something like that. I really enjoy this, but with the kind of money I make, I would not just buy it on my own. It's a nice luxury to have. I think that about covers it. Please subscribe if you get a chance, and share this with all of your friends. And in the meantime, keep it squeezy.